Days after President William Ruto threw his deputy under the bus over his shareholding remarks, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has now hit back at the head of state while reiterating he has no apologies to make.
I have no apologies. I am unapologetic to demand and to insist that those who believed in William Ruto and supported him to a man have every right to benefit immensely from his government. I have no apology at all. And if that can bring a problem, so be it. So be it.
While in Ugenya County, President Ruto dismissed Gachagua's sentiments, terming them as primitive, while promising that the Nyanza region that largely voted against Ruto will not be discriminated on the basis of their political affiliation. Remarks that appeared targeted towards his deputy.
Mutu asiwaambie ya kwamba muko nje ya serikali. Hii serikali ni serikali ya Kenya. Nyinyi munalipa ushuru. Na nyinyi ni wa Kenya. Hii serikali ni serikali yenu. Nyinyi mnanielewa? Na tutahakikisha ya kwamba hakuna sehemu ya Kenya itabaguliwa kwa mambo ya maendeleo kwa misingi ya siasa.
The DP insists that those in the Rift Valley, for instance, suffered during the time of the Jubilee government when the then Deputy President William Ruto was sidelined, and thus they deserve every single benefit coming from this government. Rigathi's rebuttal is coming hot in the hills following reports that all could not be well between him and his boss, assumptions that the second-in-command was keen to deny while laying the blame squarely on the media and the opposition for wheeling the narrative.
These Asmio characters and the press, they are blaming me ati wamekataswa kuja kwa handshake. Sasa mimi, nyinyi mnataka hiyo handshake? Mimi ni mtu ya kuchukua amri kwa raia. Sasa rais akienda huko Nyanza, kazi yao tu ni fitina. Huyu deputy president hataki tukuje. Mimi nataka wakuje, lakini si wakuje kuchukua nafasi ya watu yangu ya Rift Valley na ya mlima.
Rigathi maintains that the alleged disquiet was because he has been leading a retaliation on the opposition that has been keen seeking to have a handshake with the president.
They are still in denial. They are still looking for a way how this government can have a problem. Wanaota ndoto ati rais na naibu wake wanaweza kosana.
His opposition to any pact between President Ruto and Azimio leaders, he says, is what is leading to his onslaught.
Please don't waste your time. There will be no division in this government. President William Ruto and I talk the same language. We consult, we agree, and we move on. And the president is taking us to the right place. What we are doing and what I'll continue to do is uniting the backyard of President William Ruto in the Mount Kenya region and the Rift Valley.
The political corridors are putting the DP as the man whose political future remains threatened, mostly attributed to the DP's perennial outburst.
Naibu wa rais ameshikilia mlima sawasawa na mlima anaiunganisha na mlima mahali ipo leo tunasonga. Ilipiga kura dhuruthi 87, lakini sasa hivi na uhakikishia tukienda 2027 tutaipiga 100%.
Ukimaliza Mount Kenya kutafuta wale walikuwa wamepotea njia, kuja tutafute sisi pia wale walikuwa wamepotea njia, tuwapatise kwa jina la Baba, la Mwana na Roho Mtakatifu, si mtakakitu, tuweke kwa laini na nyuma ya rais.
Last week, key leaders from the mountain region held a meeting discussing the future of Mount Kenya leadership. In an interview with a local station, the DP alluded that he will be seeking to look for former President Uhuru Kenyatta in a bid to engineer a truce that will see the mountain forge a united front ahead of the 2027 election, but denies that the move is because he is slowly being alienated from the government.
I want to bring everybody on board behind President William Ruto. Wameweka headline, labda iko shida. Kwa nini DP anaunganisha watu Mount Kenya? What problem can there be when we are trying to say the 13% tulete na ile 87 ikuwe 100 kwa 100. Iko shida gani?
The latest cabinet reshuffle, which appears to have caught the second-in-command off guard, could be escalating the rift between him and Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, who appears to be the biggest gainer in the reshuffle. Mudavadi was handed the foreign ministry on top of his previous responsibilities, thus making Mudavadi Ruto's main right-hand man, which analysts are pointing to more rift between the two. Martin Opio, K24 TV, Nairobi.